This morning I'm going for my drone pilot's license. It's been huge, so wish me luck everyone. In this episode, as well as going for my drone license, we do more moving in and we see the main kitchen completed. We finally find the French wash that we've been looking for. We meet Rob, the painter from Coffs Harbour, who was a godsend as he helped us out doing the French wash technique. Not a simple painting process. And after all this busyness, I head off overseas to see the professor.
With all the structure work finished, we are now completing fit out. And one of the fit outs, of course, is in the kitchen. Previously, we added the bench top in the butler's pantry. Now it's time for the bench tops, the stone bench tops, to go into the kitchen. As per other work, we've had to come up over the house and in from the riverside to gain access to the kitchen using a crane. And here we see the bench tops coming down onto the front balcony, and the bench top, the long part where the sink is being manually lifted. And there we go. We've got bench tops in place, fitting in with, of course, the colour of the cupboards, the paintwork, and the stone. And what a beautiful finish this is. We are so delighted that the stone and the flick and grain through the stone complements the cupboard space. The red sets it off nicely with the splashback, and of course all the appliances. And Jill, with her determination to make this a great kitchen, has absolutely achieved her goal.
My understanding of it would be that it was mastered by the Europeans to increase, basically to intimidate the marble-like effect. So it's more of a contemporary subtle change of colours while still on the same wall. Yeah, well that's what they say. It's sort of more of a marble imitation. So you've got the two depths of colour contrasting one another, just to increase that contrast, but also give that subtle change between the two where there's thicker and maybe thinner coats of the wash to provide that contrast and unique effect. It's a very high-end finish, so it's not something that a lot of painters would be confident in their abilities to do. It is a very unique style, not to mention it's also something that's very hard to sort of manage in terms of managing to keep the pattern consistent. So in the scale of the job we're doing here, we've got to do all the walls throughout the top. But yeah, I'm really, really satisfied and happy with the finish, and really, really glad with how it's coming up. So the colour we're putting on here is called Himalayan Salt.
So Rob, where are you up to?
So just putting on the low sheen here. Put on 2 coats of low sheen just to increase the working time with the French wash once we apply it. So 2 coats of low sheen basically let us allow more time to play with the French wash once it's applied by brush, increasing our working time to make sure that we get no overlaps or extra coats where they shouldn't be in the pattern once we start to dab and sponge out the French wash. This is Porter's paints. They're a Dulux derivative, but yeah, basically they're targeted more at the heritage style homes and the high-end projects. just due to their diverse and unique range in terms of their finishes and their products that are available.
This morning I'm going for my drone pilot's license, and I really think I've bitten off more than I can chew. It's been huge, so wish me luck everyone. Drone exam. It's actually one of those Bibles that you need when you're studying for a CASA license. It's just massive. See, there's massive index. I've marked it up, ready for the exam. I'm at the Tacking Point Surf Life Saving Club. This is where the drone exam is being held, and then followed by that is practical exercises for the day, and then tomorrow and the next day there's also practice. I really just wanted to fly a drone. It's actually an aviation exam and it might take a second go. The tacking point is at Lighthouse Beach just out of Port Macquarie. It's been a very foggy morning. We've had 3 days of loads of rain and it's beautiful today.
Right now, the time it rains, they just open right up. So any issues or hazards?
I just did my exam and I've passed. 81 multiple choice questions. So now we're going to go and do the practical. Excited! Whilst theory was really important, it's on the ground practical training that comes to the fore if you want your drone to come home. My training is on the small RPA, which is for the 2 kilogram to 25 kilogram drone. Important lessons included how to stop the drone mid-flight if there is an emergency, and how high I can actually fly, which is below 400 feet, unless I gain permission from CASA. I learnt the importance of using a radio in controlled airspace and gained a radio licence as well. Whilst my drone looks impressive, have a look at this drone. It is in the over 25 kilogram category and is used for sea rescue and shark watches. It uses 6 very large batteries, and this is the next level of training that I can do. So I'm now off to Malaysia, to Johor Bahru. I fly to Singapore I then catch a ride across the bridge into Malaysia, straight in to Johor Bahru. I'm off to see the professor, which will be fantastic. The weather's warm and humid, just the way I like it. So next time, you'll hear all about life in Malaysia. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, please like and subscribe.